Welcome back to a brand new video. Got my nice microphone here. It's RGB. It's so nice. That's my favourite colour. Right, so today is a Q&A. So all questions have been submitted through... what is this? Okay, it's fine. So all questions have been submitted through BandLab or YouTube, like the community section. So if you have any more questions for me, you can leave them in the comments below. So the first question that we have is from my good friend Onkoa. Yep. And it's, he's put 3 questions on this post, and it's, what's your favourite food, what's your favourite kind of cookie, and what's your opinion on crumpets? So let's do it back to front. So what's your opinion on crumpets? I don't ever think I've actually tried a crumpet. I don't think I've actually ever tried a crumpet. So I don't really have an opinion on them. What's your favourite kind of cookie? In America they call biscuits cookies, don't they? And then their biscuit is a scone. So I guess I do like chocolate chip cookies. I also like, there's these biscuits, I'm not sure if they're worldwide or just British only, but bourbon biscuits. And if you class shortbread as a biscuit, then I'd say shortbread as well. And then what's your favourite food? I have lots. Sorry, I don't know why my eyes did that. I like Haribo Twin Snakes. I like, what's it called? You know the Tesco meal deals? Only my UK followers will know this. But their smoked bacon and ketchup sandwiches are beautiful. Also ready salted Pringles. From Sainsbury's you can get free from shortbread, which is my, so nice. Apple pies. Yeah, I'd say they're my favourite foods right now. I also love scrambled eggs with ketchup. So, the next questions are... so Onko again, he's just said fiend. So, yeah, my answer to that one is fiend. And then, Jimin's #1 fan says, what do you do if you see someone that you know and they see you? If you can think of what you do, how could you act it? So basically, what she wants me to do is if I saw a fan in public and they came up to me, how would I react? But she wants me to act it out. Now in drama, I got a C. In year 9, we did this assessment, and I got, no, sorry, I didn't get a C. I got a D, which is a fail. But I will try my best to act this out. Okay, I'm just going to put the mic down. Sorry if it makes a weird noise. I'll try to do it nice and gently. I'm hoping it can still pick up my voice if I just talk louder. Okay. This is my fan. It's the fan's here. Okay, I'm still here. I'll crouch down for the interaction. So I'd hear someone go, skullfader, and I'm like, and I'm sorry. Oh, what did I just touch? Okay. And I'm looking around for them, and oh, hello. So I would go, dabbing them up, where it's that was awful. Yeah, kind of like that, but obviously with the other person's hand. So we kind of and then I'll be yeah, how are you? And that's sort of small talk stuff. And then we get maybe a picture, yep. And then I would, if they want me to sign something, I would sign the thing with an orange highlighter. But yeah, I guess that's how I'd interact with a fan. Here we go. I don't really know how to answer that question. It's a nice, funny question. So again, from Jim's #1 fan, sorry, is so ... How do you really get into a conversation when you were talking to yourself? I mean, everyone talks to themselves. I just kind of start going, oh, where's my highlighter? And then, yeah, the highlighters are on my mind now. And they go, oh yeah, my favourite colour highlight is actually this teal one I have. Is it even up here? Oh wait, that's my blue. But I have this teal highlighter. It's actually really nice. Can my chair stop creaking, please? Okay. Yeah. I don't really know how to answer that. Okay, so next up, Priceless Music says, do you play any instruments? Now, I took ukulele classes like as a year group in year 4. I can kind of play the ukulele. Kind of as in, barely. I might, if I can quickly go grab it now, I will attempt to play the one song I know. Well, I say one song, it's like half the chorus. I guess I can kind of play the keyboard because I have to for like music. What's that ice cream van doing? Okay. I can also kind of play the drums. And if you class like DJ decks as an instrument like my school does for GCSEs, then I guess I do play an instrument. So, let's go try find my ukulele. I found the ukulele. So, because of the lessons I was having in year 4, I really wanted my own one. So, £20 from Argos. Okay. Let's attempt to play this then. Now, I think it is quite horrifically out of tune, but I don't have a ukulele tuner like app on hand, so let's just see how this goes. Gently placed down. C G E G C E C. Green cows eat ants. Okay. Oh my god, that's so out of tune. But yeah, ow, sorry. Why did I say ow? I actually had the ukulele. But that is like the only thing that I could play on the ukulele. It's if you couldn't tell, the like first half of the chorus of Happier by Marshmallow. Next up, a sensible question from Jim's #1 fan, which is, when you started DJing in 2020, what inspired you to do this? I feel like this question flows nicely from the last one, because Marshmallow inspired me to like DJ, and so did my dad actually. During COVID, we had these like lockdown parties, and he had this app on the iPad called like Pacemaker. It wasn't for the heart, it was like a DJ app, and at the time it was linked to Spotify, but it's not anymore, so you have to kind of like find your own music. So he was like DJing on the app, and I wanted, why do I hear the bathroom door? So I wanted to try it out, and I loved it. So yeah, I started. Next up from medium_cool is origin for the name Skullfader. Now this might sound not emo, but not cringe, but I don't know, but I've always kind of like had an interest in skulls. So I was like, how can I kind of link that into the name? And fader's part of like DJ equipment, like music production equipment. So I was like, and then just combine the two together. And then it made Skullfader. And no one else had that name. I thought it sounded really cool. So next up, another one from Jimmy's #1 fan. Jimmy's #1 fan, for God's sake, laptop. Sorry. Jimmy's #1 fan submitted so many questions. This one is actually another not sensible, but what has been your most funniest moment in your life so far? Okay, so one of my best friends, who she won't mind me saying her name, called Cadence. She one time we're doing cross country at school. Oh my god, sorry. Okay. We was doing cross country, and our school field is so muddy and pretty disgusting. And her shoe, tied up shoelaces, really tight and everything, got stuck. And she just kept going. And then she was like, wait, why is my sock like really muddy? And her shoe was stuck in the mud. I don't know why I think that's the funniest moment in my life so far. But I was like crying, and because I was running while crying with laughter, I then got this huge stitch. And we would get like a detention if we walked during the cross country. So I was kind of like walking like this, like not walking, but like brisk. No, what's the word? Kind of like jogging, but more like fast walking. What my finger's doing. But yeah, I'd say that is one of the funniest moments. And you know, like, oh, focus camera. There we go. You know, like, there's that fact that, like, when you die, your brain plays, like, 7 minutes of, like, your best memories in life. I really want my brain to play that memory back to me because it was so funny. Because she was like, oh my god, I think I'm winning. And then suddenly her shoe's all the way back there. Okay, so we have 2 questions from Nicolette. The first one is, how did you start making music? So, from, like, watching DJs do their thing, I also saw that all these DJs, like, made music. And I really wanted to make music so that when I DJ, I can then, like, promote my own music. And also, it's kind of like an industry thing that if you're a DJ, you kind of have to make music to make it big. But, so yeah. How I, like, when I knew I wanted to start, the way I started was I wanted a MIDI keyboard. Also, you can make music on, like, BandLab and Soundtrap, for example, and you don't, like, need a MIDI keyboard, but I kind of, like, wanted a MIDI keyboard. And it came with the software called MPC Beats, which you'll know if you watched, like, last week's Reacted on Music video. Yeah. And then I discovered BandLab, went on to BandLab, and now I'm working a bit with Soundtrap because I've kind of, like, used BandLab to its limits. And then one day I will get, like, FL. And then Nicola also asked, what's your favourite accessory item? I would say it's actually my necklace. Like, it's very rare if I'm not wearing my necklace. Specifically this one. I don't know, there's just something about this necklace that I love. And that wise, this is the final question, and this is from Elsie. And this is, do you have any pet peeves? Now, I actually have 2. Second one would probably be considered a bit weird, but the first one, I'd say is valid, is the squelchy noises that people make when they're eating. I don't know, it just makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, it is just disgusting. And it really puts me off my food. And then the second one is kind of a weird one, I guess you could say. But say if someone is wearing, like, a longish t-shirt, and then they're putting, like, a hoodie or a jacket over it, and it's shorter than the longish t-shirt, and they're in trousers, and the longish t-shirt is just sticking out, and it gives me the ick. Like, I'm sorry if you really love that fashion, but I don't know, it just gives me the ick because I don't know, it makes it look like you're wearing a skirt, but with jeans and a puffer jacket. Like, I don't know, I just really don't like it. And also, I guess kind of linked to that, it's not really a pet peeve, but when there's, like, people that wear, I guess it is actually a pet peeve. Like, at school, we have to wear our blazers, even if it's under our coats. You're wearing a jacket that goes up to here, and your blazer is, like, down to your, like, hip level, and it just looks so weird. I don't know. You might think it's a really weird thing for me to not like, but I know other people that don't like fashion like that, like my best friend. So we just have 4 questions on YouTube, 2 from Starblaze9096 and 2 from Traytini. And it's very obvious that she's an 18-y because there's lowercase t, lowercase r, then 18-y, ooh, in big caps. So let's go with Starblaze's questions. So we have, who is your biggest inspiration? What gave you the confidence to start releasing your music on main platforms like Spotify, etc.? So my biggest inspiration, I'd say throughout, like, my career, I guess you could say, there's been many different people. At the start would have been, for God's sake, I need to yawn. I yawned. Like Marshmello and my dad, and then progressing on, like, a bit, 10, it then turned into, like, James Hype, and I'd say now it's still James Hype and, like, all my 6 groups up there, and Zykas, but they can't fit on there. But ATBO, NCT, Rise, EXO, 17 and P1 Harmony, I'd say, a huge inspiration to me. I also like Jack Harlow, Central C. I'm kind of naming my favourite artists, but they, like, genuinely do inspire me a lot. It's like making different genres. It was actually, which EXO song was it? Artificial Love by EXO, like, inspired me to make kind of more, like, minimal deep house. I haven't released it. I'm not sure if I will, but I just, like, really liked the outcome and how it turned out. And then what gave you the confidence to start releasing your music on main platforms like Spotify? So I kind of had the vision of eventually getting my music out there, and I knew that if I could get my music out there, then I would be more exposed, and then it could lead on to, like, I guess more success. Because before, when people used to ask, oh yeah, where can I listen to your music, it's like, oh, Bandlab or SoundCloud. They're like, oh, because like they don't really have it. And then, are you ever going to get your music on Spotify? I was like, yeah. It's kind of like the vision I have, and I'm like, what, 15 now, and I kind of started. I had my vision of what I wanted to do and be in the future when I was like 10. So 5 years have passed already, and if I can start at a really young age and just start as soon as possible, this is now turning into life advice. If you start as soon as possible, then it means that you can kind of like do the it means that you can kind of like do the activity for longer. So if say I start when I'm like 20, and say it takes me between like the age of 10 and 20 to get famous, that's like 10 years. If I start at 20, I'll be famous by the age of 30. 30's not old, don't worry guys. It's just like, if you start early, then the rest of your life you can kind of like do it more. I don't really know how to explain it, but I had that vision, and it was my goal to get my music out. I tried to find a sound that sounded professional and I liked. Thinking back on it now, I do not like that sound. Like my latest 2 songs, Breaking News and Let Me In, is more of me, and I'm also more experimenting with like different subgenres of house. But yeah, I guess my vision gave me the motivation, the adrenaline and the confidence to release my music. And some of my music, I listen back, I'm saying I listen back, I've done 6 songs, but like my 4th song, no, that's awful. And I was pressuring myself, like I didn't enjoy making that song. I just, because of the like this all success of my other songs, I was like, okay, this song clearly works. It does not. Well, Summer Bass went huge, but moving on to, I need to yawn. Moving on to Tratini's questions. So what's been your biggest achievement so far? My biggest achievement so far, either like playing my first like gig, or like Summer Bass going crazy out in Denver and America and Russia and London, and like I guess I say worldwide dominance, probably like 700 combined worldwide streams, but for like my first song to go viral. And even though like it's completely calmed down now, it's still getting like 20 Shazams a week, which lead to like about 15-ish plays a week, which is really good. So I'd say that's been my biggest achievement. And then, is there anything else you wanted to achieve before the end of the year? Obviously, if we're talking after the end of the year, I have a lot of things, and one of them is secret. But I'd say before the end of the year, I want to hit 200 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know how many subscribers am I on right now. I'm on 177, so it's actually not that bad of a goal. My YouTube streams right now is 13,999. Someone give me the last view. Sorry, it will be updated by the time that this video has been published. But yeah, I'm hoping to maybe let's say 15,000 by the end of the year. I feel like that's achievable. 15,000 views on YouTube and 200 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year is doable, I'd say. Excuse me. I also want to I want to get at least, it won't be at least, it will be like 2 more songs on Spotify. I'm thinking like 1 song a month is a good schedule, because I'm not overdoing it. I'm giving myself enough time to promote songs, but I'm still making the most of the money that I spent for my distributor, and making the most out of just getting my music out there, getting myself heard, making my side cash, my 26p that I've made now. But if I just keep going, I know that eventually I'll like do really well, and I'll have good outcomes. Yeah, because if I look for the last month, I've got 2,700 YouTube views. I've got 63 watch hours, and I've gained 20 subscribers this month. So actually doing quite well. As compared to like huge YouTubers, my stats look tiny. But for myself, they're really good stats. That's the end of the video. That's all the questions answered. I say all, like all of them for now. Like, I'm hoping that some people will watch this and go, oh wait, actually I have a question, or can you like expand on that question? Because where, like, say expanding on questions, I talked about like my inspirations and like what inspired me to DJ. I could do a whole like long form, obviously this is long form, but like, oh sorry, I'm cold, this whole video of like my whole story so far and like what I did and all that. I don't know, but thank you so much for watching, and next week's video is going to be the end of month mix for October, so please prepare for that and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.